Jordan Hamilton is still processing what unfolded in Hollow Water First Nation on Thursday morning. His father, Michael Raven, was one of 8 victims stabbed and brought to a Winnipeg hospital.
Yeah, he was stabbed a couple of times in the back, punctured lung, but then when he went to the x-rays, they told him that there was no serious damage on his lung or his spine, right? So he was discharged.
Hamilton says his dad and one of his cousins were stabbed inside his dad's home by 26-year-old Tyrone Simard, who also happens to be Hamilton's second cousin.
My dad said, he came back twice. He hit him, he fought him once, and he came back the second time when he was sleeping. Kicked in the door and then stabbed my dad, right?
Hamilton says Simard stabbed the other 6 victims in 2 separate homes in Hollow Water. One of the victims was killed, Tyrone's sister, 18-year-old Marina Simard. Tyrone was killed after colliding with an RCMP cruiser on the way to the scene. The officer is expected to make a full recovery.
I can't blame the family that happened, right? I don't blame them at all for once. Stuff happens like this, like drugs are crazy, like they're out of hand right now.
Simard was out on bail on other charges. Court records show he was charged with assault with a weapon and mischief for alleged offenses that took place on June 8th. Records show he was released on June 12 on conditions, including a curfew and an order to not use drugs or alcohol or possess weapons. He also faced charges dating back to 2017 for sexual assault, sexual interference, and invitation to sexual touching that were never proven in court. This week, the Assembly of First Nations held their annual meeting in Winnipeg, where amongst 50 resolutions included one to get a Canada-wide state of emergency to deal with the drug alcohol crisis in First Nations as tragedies like the one in Hollow Water continue to plague communities. In a statement, Manitoba's Shared Health said that 4 patients remain in hospital on Friday, while the other 3, including Hamilton's dad, were discharged and taken back to Hollow Water.
I just want to put out the word out there, like for everybody to be safe, and think over this, what happened, right? And start working on the community and get people going, like in these programs, right? Like get them sober.
Crediting programs like the one he's currently in called Magoon Transition Inc. for turning things around.
What made me want to change is when I seen what I was doing to other people's families. Like me dealing this meth and all that, methamphetamine, that was my choice of drug, right? So when I noticed that, I wanted to sober up my life and get clean and go back home when my wife was ready. And now she's ready, so that we can go help our community clean up too, right?
T.R. Wheatley, APTN National News, Winnipeg.